Hey guys, what is up? My name is Justin. This is Bullish Cranes. Today I'm going to be doing a very basic and standard kind of setup and computer navigation video for the Liebherr LTR 1220. So yeah, let's get into this. Before I do, go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe. Let's jump into it. So the first thing we want to do whenever we're getting our crane, you want to take the key right here and you want to just turn it forward. Don't crank it all the way. Listen. You're gonna let everything get started up, let the glow plugs heat up, turn our radio down. Once everything kicks on like this, now we can go ahead and roll it forward. Just like so. Alright, so in this particular model, I'm just gonna walk you through everything very slowly. This is our main computer. This right here is our camera. This right here is our side panel where you have other features right there. And you have your right joystick along with LED screen. Left joystick with LED screen. So on our left stick, very basic, okay? Over here, it's hard to see because I'm on nights, but this is a rabbit button. If you press that one time, it's gonna show you on the screen. You'll be able to see it, but that's gonna engage and disengage in rabbit mode. I'll tell you what this is here in a second, but let's focus on the screen right here, okay? You'll see it tells you what to do. Up and down is obviously working your auxiliary. Kicking it to the left is left swing, kicking it to the right is right swing. It also has some other functions which we'll get into here in a second, but let's keep this real simple. That's pretty straightforward. Now right side, same thing. Up and down is going to control your main block. However, if you look, left and right has multiple functions. In this case it has scoping in and scoping out. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you. If you hit this button right here, F4, watch what happens on your left and on your right. Now it changes to boom up and boom down. So again, all I did was press this one time and I can toggle back and forth to that. It has multiple functions. All right, now I'll show you this panel right here. First and foremost, if you see this little hand right here and how it has this little gray line coming down, any of these that are connected to the gray line, you have to press the hand to activate it before hitting them. The only one you don't have to, and you can see there's no line right here, is this. And this turns the cabin lights on and off and so on and so forth, okay? So, press the hand. This is basically your walking platform right here located on the side of the crane. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move it in and I'm gonna show you what this does. Watch. All right, and then we're gonna push it back out. Very, very simple. All right, the next thing, and I'm not gonna demonstrate it, we all know what it does. Again, make sure the hand is activated. You can roll your cab up and down. All right, and then over here you have your windshield wiper on the front. That's to spray it. This is the top window. That's to spray it, and obviously this is to control the wipers back and forth. All right, and then you have other things. This right here is basically your cargo lamp. I'm sorry, this is for your back. Let me show you the camera. So in order to turn our camera on, give me 1 second. Okay, so in order to turn our camera on, you just hit the power button. Okay. And then if you want to light this up, okay, you'll just hit this button right here. So again, I'm gonna put the camera over here, but I'm hitting this button. Okay? And now you can see everything is lit up. I'm turning it on and off. All right, very simple. Now, this one right here is basically for your front. As you can see, you have a light down here. Kind of lights up everything in front of you. All right, this one right here is for the back side. Sorry. This one right here, as you can see, the light pointing back, light pointing front. So we're gonna hit this and I'll show you kind of what it looks like. I think my other camera might show it better. You can kind of see it go on and off. That's that. Another thing that's super important, guys, is if you have, let's say, more than 150 foot of boom out, or I mean, if you want to, especially if you work at nights, guys, I would keep this on all the time. But this right here is your strobe light indicator. So if you hit it one time, it's gonna go solid, as you'll see there. And I'm gonna press it one more time, and now we're blinking, okay? So again, just to cover your ass and to keep everybody safe, of course, you wanna make sure that's activated, obviously. All right, guys, and the last thing I'm gonna cover on here, this is your counterweights up and down. Obviously, it's up right now, right? Because everything's already installed. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm trying to keep this as basic as possible. This would be for your parallel tracks. This is rabbit track mode. And then in order to engage these pedals down here, which I'm gonna do an entirely separate video for that, you would have to engage this, okay? But for right now, if you're new in the seat, you know, just kind of getting familiar with everything, just kind of stay away from everything right here. All of these, stay away from these, stay away from that, stay away from these. Again, until I do the other video, I'll have it linked in the description. All right, next thing to cover, this camera up here is super simple. You're just gonna press this one time, it's gonna cycle through all your cameras. And if you wanted to happen to turn it off, you just hold it down. Same thing to turn it on. We're just pressing it one time, boom, there it is. All right, guys, and lastly on this video, I'm gonna show you kind of what you're looking at on this screen. If it's your first time looking at it, everything probably looks like Hebrew. I apologize about the light, but I'm gonna try to get in real tight where you can see as much as possible. So if you look over here on your keypad side, you have a few different things. The only things I want you to focus on right now in this video, especially if you're trying to get everything set up, is this button right here on top left. If you look real close, it's a wrench with a hand. This one right here, which is gonna be your working screen, and this right here, which is for your scoping in and out. Don't worry about the outriggers unless you have to. In that event, check out one of my other videos, or obviously look into your owner's manual if need be. That'll tell you everything you need to know about that. So for now, let's assume, which is the situation, we just now cranked up this crane, okay? Now up here, let's go ahead and break all this down. Up here, obviously, is your boom length. This is gonna be your gross capacity for said boom length. And this over here is gonna be your working radius. Now, let's say in this case, okay, I want to lift something at 100 feet away. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna find this little arrow, it's hard to see, but right under there's these little blue buttons. It'll be F1. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that till it goes down. And I'm gonna find what I need, which is 100 feet. Now notice on these working charts, there is none because, well, it's short stick. What we're gonna do is, we're gonna use this right arrow, okay? So we're just gonna bump it over a few times. You see the little red box moving? And we are looking for 100 feet. We're gonna find our best chart for it. Okay. Now again, this may vary depending on what you're lifting, obviously. And let's go over one. Okay, cool. Let's say this is gonna be our best chart, okay, given the situation, whatever, okay? So you can see right here, I'm good for 26.6. I like all this. Now, what I'm about to show you, okay, there's two ways to do this. Some people argue for this way or the other. I'm gonna show you both ways, okay? Now let's say if you wanted to scope out automatically, okay? What I do is I go over, I find this chart, make sure it's selected, and I'm gonna hit OK. Okay, that's F8. I'm gonna hit OK. Now watch what happens. It's gonna tell the computer, hey, this is what we're doing. Now this is your working screen. We'll get back to that here in a second. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this scope button. Being that it's set up in auto mode, I'm gonna hit this scope button. It's gonna take me to this screen. As you can see, these are your active sections. So right now, we're all the way, it's hard to see, but we're all the way scoped in, okay? And this is what the computer is set up for. You can see it's in auto mode, okay? Now, this is gonna be what goes in and out and grabs your pins, locks it off, pulls them in, pushes them out, etc. Okay? So just keep an eye on all this stuff. Now, I told you earlier I would show you a little trick over here on this joystick. So I'm gonna do that right now. If you look right here, this is my active RPMs. So what I'm gonna do, let's assume I'm ready to scope out. You can see I'm at almost 60 degrees. I'm cool with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and rev up on this gas. Stepping on the gas here. And once I have it at a place where I like it, which is about, let's see. All right, let's say I'm giving it all it's got, 1800. I'm gonna come over here and I'm just gonna soft press this button one time. Okay? Now you notice the 1800 now has a plus by it. Okay, so now I can take my foot off of this gas pedal and it's gonna stay, you know, it's gonna stay 1800 RPMs. All right, so now my ball and block or cable down, I'm ready to start scoping out. Whenever I'm on this screen, I'm ready to start scoping out. Everything on here is set up. However, look over here on your right joystick, look on this LED screen. See, we're still on boom mode. We need to hit F4. I'm gonna press it one time, and you see that changes the scope in and scope out. Now again, guys, this is for your automatic function. So if I were to go to the joystick toward the window, that's gonna prepare scoping out. And just to keep a long story short, I'm gonna tell you right now, you can literally hold this to the window. You have to hold it the whole time. You hold it, You don't have to do anything else on this computer. It's automatically going to push each section out. The rod's going to come on back down, pin off, lock onto the next section, and push it out too. Your job is done when you see on top of how you see 00, 92, 92, 46, right on top of these bottom numbers, these ones right here, you'll see a little arrow. The arrow indicates, hey, the job is done, we're good. Now, once you've done that, okay, once you've done that, you're all the way scoped out, you're ready to go. Now we go back to our working screen. That's right here. And by the way, I'm going to do, now that you guys know how to scope out, in a separate video, I'm going to do a video on how to manually scope out, along with other little tips and tricks for the crane that you may or may not know, okay? Now let's go back to, again, our working screen. That's going to be this one right here, okay? And it's pretty self-explanatory. There's your capacity. Here's your actively hanging weight. That's everything right there. Your footage, angle. I'm sorry, that's your footage right there. That's your radius, angle, all that good jazz. Again, rabbit mode is going to be over here on your left, and that'll be indicated right here with the rabbit. And I'm going to click it off and then back on. That way you can see where it's at. Yeah, that's about it for this video. I think I pretty much covered the basics, guys. Again, once you follow these steps, again, you're not, I mean, whenever you scope out, it's literally that simple, okay? It's literally that simple. You have everything set up. Make sure it's in scope mode. Now again, once you're scoped out, you want to go back into working mode, you're going to click that. End of the day, you're going to click that. Now, let's say it is the end of the day. Let's assume that we're scoped out right now, okay? If we are scoped out, we're going to go back to our scope button. That's over here in the middle. And all of this is going to match this. So these will both be 92, 92, 46. Now, that's the end of the day. We're ready to run this baby in. So under the 5, this is F6. You're going to press this until it hits 0. And you're going to do the same thing for all of these that are out. Once you have done that, guys, you click enter. You lock it in. And then you literally take this control, pull it to you, and it automatically starts scoping everything in. Same exact thing. Hold it to you. And then, guys, a good rule of thumb, when it is coming into you, okay, whenever it is scoping that section in actively, all right, that is not a good time for you to be cabling up or down, okay? It's just a good practice. It's not a great time for you to be cabling up or down. Now, whenever that rod is going back out, okay, to grab that next section, you'll be able to see it all visually here on the screen. And when you look up at that boom, you'll see this moving, but the boom will not be moving, okay? That's because in the inner workings of this boom, your rod is going out. It's about to go catch the next section to pin it off, to either pull it in or push it out. During that time, guys, you'll see this number over here going either up or down, depending on the job. Okay, now while it's doing that, that is a good time to catch your cable up, whether it's you need to cable up or cable down, again, depending on whether you're going in or out, okay? So all that being said, guys, once you've done with this and you have it scoped in, you're pretty much done. And if you need to go to a different chart, you already know how to do that. You're gonna click this little gear icon with the hand, click on it, it brings you back to the chart screen. You can find a chart of your choosing, click OK to select it, then go back to the scope screen. All right, guys, so that pretty much covers all the basics. Make sure, again, hit the like button for your boy. Drop a comment. If I left anything out, especially for the professionals that are maybe more seasoned on this particular crane than I am, I'm here to help people learn. So I'm not opposed to it. If I mispronounced something, if I missaid something, if I left something out that is covered in the basics, please do your boy a favor. Drop a comment. Let our people know. And then that way, whenever one of us gets better, we all get better. So again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and definitely check out my other videos related to this particular crane, and I'll cover other facets of this crane. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Be safe.